The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Kevin H. Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials down 149, Nasdaq's off 49, S&P's are down 10.5. And inside that Dow, you get the culprit out here is Boeing, folks. That's down $12, which is pretty intense. $12.53. Apple is off $5. When we talked to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks, the expected move in Apple yesterday, folks, was $5.
It was.
That Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Pretty accurate decision there, huh?
Man, that's crazy. You know, and folks, Kevin, each and every trading day, TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim, they got a great program, swim lessons, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. Get it anywhere in the world. Just right on your cell phone, TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. You know, so last night, Kevin, you know, the numbers come out. I'm live on the air when the numbers come out. Apple doesn't move. I was
watching. It was pretty interesting.
You know, Apple moved up $1, moved down $1, and that was it. And I was saying, you know, and the news was bad. I mean, you know, Tim Cook came out and, you know, basically the conference call was on right at the end of my program.
I was listening to that as well. I had CNBC on night, you on,
and I said, oh, this is going to be interesting. And I mean, even for a $5 move, that's not a bad move in the context of, you know, what could happen. But
I want you to think about something, Tom.
Yeah.
We're talking about Apple, and Apple's down around $4.80 today.
Right.
They had the biggest net income for any company in any quarter ever.
I know.
And we're beating them like a rented mule.
I always say, Kevin, expectations are everything, right?
Absolutely. There's always that three-headed monster of earnings. There's the number, there's the whisper number, and then there's that conference call where they guide for the future.
Yes.
And, you know, I was fairly impressed with Apple's earnings in the fact that with all the rumors going around, the China sales were still up and their margins were still healthy.
Yeah,
and
you know, their margins are incredible.
By a small amount. But, you know, when he starts talking about revenue dropping next quarter, you know it's going to be tricky.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now the question is, though, how do you value this? Is this week or quarter, is the news going forward already in the stock, or does it go further? I mean, remember, you're talking about a 10.3 PE.
Yes. Right.
So it's very interesting, and I really think Apple's got to get something new in the pipeline.
Yeah, I know.
It's tough. I joke with my friends. They're losing market share as slow as possible, and it's only because they dominate everything. And so how can you continue to grow at that rate? And they had, for the iPhones, it was their slowest growth in a very long time, or whatever it is. But then they were also dealing, did you see the currency part of it, where for every $100 earned outside of the United States, it was $85 to their bottom line because of the currency.
What gets intriguing about that part of it is that what companies are great at financial engineering, folks. The Apple itself leaves so much money outside of the country that it's like, oh, really? You know, you're telling me that's what it's bad? Well, you know, it's all relative in the aspect of where they leave in the money, but they have to report U.S. dollar books.
So I mean, Tom, here's another question that's obvious here. How many quarters in a row now have we been talking about the higher dollar and its effect on corporate earnings? When does that pass?
It's BS. I know, exactly.
It's not like the dollar's going down anytime soon.
And it hasn't gone anywhere, really.
Yeah.
I know.
So this whole dollar excuse is getting a little old for me personally. Yeah. Everyone should understand what's going on with the dollar.
No, listen, I agree, man. Yeah. It's pretty funny how it works, you know, no doubt. You know, hey, let me ask you something. The thing that's amazing to me, and, you know, I've been not only listening to you guys forever, but, you know, I've been on Thinkorswim now for, I don't know, 16 years. And the amazing part to me is that how this expectation move, and we're talking about, folks, you don't know whether it's going to go up or down, but the amount of times that the expectation comes in is pretty cool. Do you know what I mean?
Right. You know what it shows you, Tom? It shows you how efficient
Yeah.
the option traders are.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Right? And how they're willing to go to a certain level of expectations and go no further.
Right.
Yeah.
Because really, the option volatility and the market maker move and the implied volatility of the options, it's based on only one thing. That's supply and demand of the options.
That's so cool.
Volatility goes up and down based on demand.
Okay.
Right, a market maker will make a market, and maybe it's, $2, $2.15 to $2.20, and someone buys a couple hundred or 1,000 of them. They go, okay, now I'm $2.18, $2.22, and they buy some more, and now I'm $2 to $2.25, and that's how implied volatility rises.
Yeah, because he's got to get delta neutral, right? That's what he's trying to do.
My goal as a specialist in GE was always find the level of volatility where there's two-way paper.
Right.
Two-sided trade. If they're coming in one side, if they're coming in all sells, your volatility's too high.
Yeah. Right.
If they're coming in to buy, your volatility's too low. I always look for that sweet spot.
Yeah.
That
and
makes
that's
sense.
the right volatility level. And that's what everyone's looking for,
And
right?
so that's why that thing can get on a probability scale so accurate. That's so cool, man. Okay.
But obviously sometimes they miss.
Oh, yeah,
'Cause
no
one knows what the
doubt,
true
no
numbers
doubt.
are gonna be.
But for the
Remember
amount-
Google a couple quarters ago, they were expecting 30, it moved to 100.
Yes. No, I get that.
Right.
Now, we have Facebook today. So Facebook's going to get some action, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll be looking hard at Facebook today on the show.
Nice.
Yeah. Amazing. Absolutely. Well, listen, folks, noontime right here, TFNN.com. Just hit Tiger TV. Great program. Kevin,
Always a pleasure, guys.
Oh, it's awesome,
Thanks,
man.
Kevin.
You have a great one. Have a safe one, man.
Have a good one.
Thanks. Tommy and I are coming right back, folks. Dow's off 176, Nasdaq's off 59, S&Ps are down 15. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionics, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us. Right now, you get the Dow Industrials down 161, Nasdaq's off 58, S&Ps are down 14. Let's go right over, and we got to look at the Dow here. So inside the Dow, folks, it's going to be Boeing. Boeing is getting taken apart. Boeing is down 9%. 11.75. Apple's down 5%, 4.9% exactly. Actually, $4.99. So let's see what Boeing had to say. This is quite a move for a billion-dollar company.
Why don't you bring that over there, maybe?
Yeah,
so.
Thank you. Yeah, let's take a look. Okay, so this is the.
Yeah, they missed earnings by a share for big time, right?
It's, they hit this one, but they must be saying something bad. Because the estimate, right? Okay. The revenue is $23.6 billion. Their core earnings per share was $1.60, and they were expecting $1.27. They're talking about something. Now.
I think sees core earnings per share between $8.50 and $8.35. I think I saw somewhere that they were expecting like $9.35 prior.
Okay. So it's dramatic. There's no doubt.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay.
The one in the red. I knew it. The estimate was
there you go. So for so it's the yearly forecast that's come down dramatically. $9.42 to $8.15 to $8.35. So if we take a look at Boeing, and this is where this gets nasty, folks. And this is where the heads up for August 24th, once again, wants to get tested. It's like, how does this work? Do you know what I mean? So August 24th, you have a high volume swing low. High volume swing low, $115.14. Stock runs all the way to 150. It runs all the way back. Now, Boeing has a separate issue of this high volume swing low. And what it is, it's taken out a B point of an ABC down with volume today. So that would be a disaster. Your A point on this is 141. That's the conservative way to do it, not taking the top, taking where it gapped down from. So it'd be 141.70. Your B is 119.82. So ballpark that, what's that, 21 points, right? Which would get you to 107. Well, it's at 115. It's not the end of the world. That's pretty intense. That's pretty intense, though.
Yes.
We take a look at Apple. So Apple and Apple's coming into this area with light volume, you know. And we've done, well, no, that wouldn't be light volume. So we did 72 million at the last swing low of 93.42. Right now we're at 95.01. BIIB. I mean, this was up $15 pre-market. Okay, it's up 11, which isn't bad. The IBB. Now, the IBB is not holding price. That's interesting. So let's see what's not holding price inside the IBB with Biogen up. So Gilead's down 2. Celgene, CELG. Celgene's down 2. Amgen, AMGN. There's going to be one of these that are down big. Well, maybe it just might be that they're all Regeneron. Okay, Regeneron's down 948. So they're really not down that much.
They're all down just somewhat.
So we get the Fed at 2 o'clock.
I know.
The Fed's going to be the number out here today, folks. You know, everyone's crying, but the Fed's going to be. I suspect that she's going to come out and say, "Well, listen, things are volatile out here, and we're going to back off a little." The data, you know, because what they had said is that they said they're absolutely going to be data dependent.
They did. They have been.
And the data right now, well, actually, if we just look, you know, it's so funny. It depends
what data. What data
you're taking.
To say that.
Yeah, exactly.
Stock market volatility isn't data that they seem too concerned with, as they've said. Too much. I mean, it's there, but
there's no doubt. I agree, and I believe that I saw inside the den that they're saying that housing starts come out, and it was a huge number. I'm trying to find it right now. Let's see.
Yeah, I heard something about that. It was a good number.
Yeah. Wonder if it's not six. It's pretty amazing. It's not even on the top of news. Well, gold contract. Let's go over to gold. Right, we take a look at gold. You know, it's going to be intriguing, I think, inside the markets themselves. Boeing and Apple has taken the big chunk out of the Dow Industrials. So the Dow right now is down 0.9%. The Nasdaq is down 0.5%. No, S&P's 0.5%. Nasdaq's down 1.5%. And see, that's Apple, man. That's terrible.
Right. No, it's a big move. I mean, Apple down 5%.
Exactly. And the weighting structure is so heavy. Oh, my God. So the real kicker is, will someone step in?
I think I heard, and I'm sure there's a million stats like this in terms of what Apple sells.
Right.
But it was something like, and I think this was part of Tim Cook on his conference call, so he's just cherry-picking out the best possible stats you can find, and when you're that big of a company. But it was something like selling 34,000 iPhones every hour for 13 weeks straight.
Right.
It's a staggering.
It is. Oh, listen, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. And, you know, this morning, Nico and I were talking, and so picture something, folks. You know, Nico is an Apple freak. I mean, you know, he has Apple everything. He does, okay?
And I love Apple, too. You have a bunch of Apple stuff, too.
No, I do. I you know, and so we were talking about the numbers, and I says, well, what do you think about that phone? He says, I'm not gonna get the phone. I says, you know what?
What do you mean that phone?
I mean the watch.
Okay.
Apple Watch.
The watch,
you know?
sure, yeah.
And he says, no, I'm not gonna get that watch, man.
Yeah.
And that was even a heads up for me. I says, you know, not that I'm a fundamentalist, I says, but that says quite a bit, because he has Apple TVs, he has inside his workout, he has everything.
Sure.
And then he said, I just don't see a need for it. He says, what I would love, though, is one of those Star Wars pins that, you know, you just pin it on and say, you do this.
Where you don't need to carry your phone anymore.
Yeah.
That's like your phone. Yeah. If the watch becomes the phone as well, then that's a different story.
Yeah,
as long as you have to have the phone with you to work with the watch, then
I agree.
That would be the next big step when they do something crazy, you know,
and
game changing like that, right?
They're going to have to
holograms or something. We've seen it in movies, you know, where phone just pops up right out of your watch, right, and then you're
yeah. We're probably not too far away from that either, you know.
Yeah. Well, virtual reality, that's going to change things, so that's a close glimpse.
Oculus.
Oculus Rift.
Oculus, that's supposed to be amazing.
Yeah.
I heard someone on TV this morning saying it was so good that they were looking, whatever video they had was a 50-story building, and the guy said, now take a walk, and he was going to walk off the building, and he wouldn't do it, and he had to hold on to the person.
That's pretty cool.
That was that clean.
Yeah, that is.
That was that clean.
That
you know,
is.
pretty
awesome.
amazing.
That is.
So 2 o'clock, rates are going to come in. You know, the markets overseas are holding up good. We had last night the Shanghai got slightly lower, but I'm liking how this Shanghai setting up. I was almost going to go in and buy one of these double or triples this morning. It's not too late.
Just to bring up, when we come back, I think oil's coming out with inventories at 10:30 right when we get back here.
That's a beautiful thing. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. We're going to have Brian from Jackson, Mississippi with us. Dow Industrials right now down 155. Nasdaq's off 60. S&P's are down 13. We're going to be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Tom O'Brien, we do appreciate you growling a problem with us. And I'm telling you, Tom, you always talk about how perception means so much, right? You got to picture something, folks. I'm long oil here, and I'm like, moving around on my seat, and the inventories just come
You were
out.
getting excited for that last 15 seconds.
Totally, and the inventories come out, man, and they built the inventories up more.
We'll go back to the news in a second,
Right.
but this is just a live chart, and you can see, this is the 1030 bar. So
Right.
we'll see what happens, though.
No.
He said I mean, that's
It spiked
a
to
40 cent spike, and now it's back to where it was.
to flat. So we'll see how this
Do you want
shakes
to pull
out.
up and go to the
but
news and see
it
what-
was a huge build. So that's perception. Like, okay, what does the market think versus what is happening? So pretty amazing. Yeah, and look at this. And folks, if you haven't traded the Nadex product yet, folks, this is the product to trade. If you're trading oil, if you're trading, there's a lot of.
So, it's always interesting that I try and interesting to look at because you can get a feel for the market, you can get a feel for it. So these are the binary options that expire at 11.
Oh, nice.
So you're basically just playing the half hour.
Right.
And now,
I got to remember that next Wednesday.
yeah, now the pricing is a lot different than it probably was even 5 minutes ago,
Right,
because they know
right,
the news now, at
right.
least. But you can see that there's still massive opportunities if you were just able to directionally,
Totally.
be correct
Totally.
enough of the time.
Yeah.
Because
Wow.
there'll be some volatility in the next 27 minutes. in
Oh,
this,
there's
for
no
sure.
doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Let's get to Brian in Jackson, Mississippi. Hey, Brian, what's going on, brother?
Man, looking forward to that meeting at 2 o'clock today.
Right?
1 o'clock.
Yeah. So what do you think's gonna? What do you think they're gonna say?
You know what? I'm thinking they're going to make some kind of statement to try to calm the market down a little
Yeah.
bit.
That's what you think. That's what you think.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
I don't think they're really going to do anything. That's just my opinion. But they're going to make statements.
You know what's going to be wild about that? This is what's really cool, is that if you listen to the rhetoric from whether the commentators or funds or politicians or everything else, right? When the Fed doesn't do anything, everyone's on them. You got to go up. You got to go up. Now they go up a quarter point, right? Yeah. And then you got if that's what's so great about Google too. If you can Google, take the same person and Google and get their quotes, and then you go back again, and they're all saying, hey, the Fed's going to stop. They got to back off. And it's just hilarious, man.
Sure,
Do you know what I mean?
sure.
Because they do have that much power. I mean, that's the power. The power's there, man. It's pretty amazing.
Well, I put on a trade last night on the NADEX. I normally don't buy out of the money. I usually buy at or close to the money.
Okay.
But to play this particular meeting, what I did was I wanted y'all's opinion on this. I bought 2 out of the monies. I'm long the 1915s that expire 4/15.
Okay. Yep.
And I'm short the 1858s that expire at 4/15. I got the 1915s at 12.5, and I got the 1858s at 88. So I've only got $25 roughly. And I'm not going to try to capture all of it.
What was the 18 one, Brian, again? 18 what?
1850, I think, right? 1858?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
And I'm not trying to capture all of it. Just I'm hoping I'll get a spike up, spike down, head in one direction.
Okay. And so you get this is a nice play, man. So the spread.
So you're short the 1858 and long the 1915?
Right.
Cool. Yeah.
Right.
I'm just pulling everything up as we talk about it. We have both contracts right in front of us. We have the S&P right in front of us. But yeah, there's some volatility today that's going to come for sure.
They're kind of far out of the money, but it's still within a range of about 60 points. Where the other day it was a 72-point daily range. So, I mean, it's still within the range, especially on a day like today. I just wanted you guys' opinion to think that. I mean, is there a chance it could hit both? I've never done it this way. I've never tried to, straddle like that.
1858. Let me just look at something for a second. So on the
we're
at 1883 right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it hit the
nice.
1880
We have
really
the S&P
hard.
right here. Right behind you.
Okay.
This
It hit
is
the
S&P live.
1880 really hard a little while ago.
Right here.
Yes. So
But
so we went from 91 to 83. That can get you to 73 pretty quick. What does that spike over? Like 50? Oh, I see it. Well, yeah, the last low
This is
right there.
1858 right here.
Yeah,
this
that
line,
last
actually.
low, that could be had, man. That definitely could be had on the
well, the
spike.
thing about it is, I could even get close to it, still make money because I've got my working orders in at 60 and 40 price wise. So
Good.
I'm not
That's
trying
awesome.
to capture everything. I'm not
Right.
trying to capture both, but
Right.
but it keeps hitting that 1880 level really hard. That's the only thing that's making me think it may not spike down, but may go up, which would be okay. I'd still make money that way.
Right.
Going the other way.
You just need to pop one way or the other. And
My bias right now is that it would go up. What you have going for you, though, right now, which is really cool, is that the way this market is trading, it's so nervous that you could get that spike down first.
Sure.
Do you know what I'm saying?
And this is kind of what Kevin was talking about yesterday, though. You're not trading directionally, you're trading volatility, which is kind of cool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, exactly. Because you're going to have I don't think the volatility is going to slow down.
Right.
You know,
I don't either.
after, they'll come out with the announcement. I think for another hour, it's going to be higher.
And then you still have Facebook tonight, where that can drive
Oh, that's even heavier.
expectations for
Oh, hey, you get some action there. That's right, because now I forget, if anyone knows in the den when Facebook, I know it's after the close, but what I mean specifically on the question is that do they come out a minute after the close? Apple comes out at 4:30. When I pulled it up, it didn't say what time they come out, but that's gonna drive it also. The Fed's the big deal for you. There's no doubt.
Yeah, and I'll just before I get off, I'll just this is not really a plug for NADEX, but I'll just ever since I've been doing NADEX now for about 6 months, and I tell you, if you got just a regular trading account, I mean you can hedge your risk big time with this.
Yes.
I mean that's one
It's
thing I
huge.
like.
It
about
is. No.
Yep.
But guys, thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Thank you, man. We really appreciate it. Have a great one, Brian.
Thanks,
Have a safe
Brian.
one. Yeah, there's no doubt, folks. If you haven't test drove the NADEX platform yet, you can come over to our website. You can bring up the platform that put $25,000 of paper money. You get used to the contracts. If you are a futures trader, you can.
Yeah, there's moments. We've went over them
Yes.
before. Daryl's really good at demonstrating these in terms of the exact money that you need to put up. Whether it's 40 contracts, you can actually hedge huge positions just for paying a small bit of premium, which you're paying that premium, but you're paying it as an insurance policy for a massive amount on some contracts using NADEX.
That's right. And what the difference is, and this is what's so cool, folks, on an announcement like today. you can hedge this in the futures market, but you pay a fortune because you're hedging it going forward, whether it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Sure.
And the Nadex market, guess what? You're hedging this to 4.15 this
you have
afternoon.
like a big time out of the money spread or something like that. You're paying $1 to $2 per every $40 of that spread or something
huge,
like
man.
that. Right.
I mean, it's absolutely huge. No doubt about it.
Yeah. Let's see what oil's doing. Where are we at in oil again? Oh.
Look at that. We hit it. That's a beautiful thing. Wow.
That is some action.
That's a beautiful thing.
Look at that.
That's, wow.
You like to see that, don't you?
I like to see that, man. That's
Long for an oil bounce, and we got a bounce.
We got a bounce, baby. We got action in oil. I love it, man. Tom O'Brien, we want to hear from you, folks. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Stay there, folks. We're coming right back. How long we're going to hold?
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. You get the Dow right now down 112, NASDAQ down 12, S&Ps are down 7.5. That pop on oil, and what the oil just did, we just did a small ABC structure on the way up. Intraday here, but that's
this up real
that's
quick
what this is. It's right. It's almost right to the
and
penny.
just taking the A to the B up here, you have about 90 cents. We just did it real quick.
Yes.
And then the C right here, and if you go the full 90 cents, that brings you to about 31.50, which it's bouncing around at.
And see, that's exactly. And I mean, Jay in the den said you got to love it takes them off, and that's I just might close that right there. It's like
so and. Listen, it's perfect. I mean, in terms of you're up almost $200 on a $400 investment.
Right.
The one thing I did say to you at the break, right? So you're in a spread of $28.50 to $33.50.
Right.
So that's a 5-point spread.
Yep.
So $2.50 it puts you in the middle. So the middle of the spread is at $31.
Right.
So you're slightly above it. So you're still getting some great penny for penny action, as in point for point movement.
Right.
But if you get another pop up, and it starts getting where it's at about 32, that's where you're going to trail off. And for every penny up maybe oil goes, you're only going to get about a penny in movement in, I'm sorry, for every few pennies, you're going to, it's just going to start to move slower.
Right.
So that might be an opportunity where you then really think about taking it, since you're not going to be getting the same delta for changing.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt. And what gets intriguing here is that, the way these structures always seem to go, it could make sense that you back down a bit. Do you know what I mean? It's not the end of the world.
Oh yeah, I mean it just did this whole entire move in a 10-minute bar. Right. So it could rest and relax and pull back for sure.
Now let's see what it's done to the rest of the market.
With that said, it's continuing to go up though. So.
No, exactly. I'm not moving it just yet. If we take a look at the rest of the market here. Yeah, look at this. This is going to be wild. So
I mean, that's a big jump. When you look at that volatility, that was a good 70, 80, 90 cents. 90 cents. We did it, right? Yeah. I mean, that's $1 move in 10 minutes.
When you had just brought up the binaries.
Right, I know.
That's hard to believe that the binaries
and that's something that I like looking at those where you have a good half hour right around a news event. Right. That's a good time.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, they're gonna be priced high because you're paying for, as they talk about, the implied volatility in there. There's massive premium that you're going to pay for because guess what? Nobody's going to sell you that option right ahead of whether it's oil inventories, the Fed announcement. But guess what? You could trade a 1 to 3 o'clock index binary this afternoon around the Fed. There'll be some massive premium in there, but there's opportunities too.
There will be, man.
For sure.
Pretty amazing. So let's go up and take a look at the E-minis because it's going to be amazing just watching this whole thing shake out. So if we take a look at ESH6. Look at this, man. This thing's going to go. So the E-minis, folks, they hit an 1878 low. They're going after the high of 1892. Now, it's going to be really wild because, the Brian from Jackson, that type of move this early, he could get the move up to here, which is 1892. As we come into the Fed, he could be at 1899, and he could get that spike to 1915.
Yeah, and what you have to look at is between those two positions, he only had up about $25. Right. So if one of them expires in the money, he makes 3 times, I guess, profit-wise his risk. So it's just I like keeping those risk reward. You're only risking 25. So even if, like he was saying, if it just goes to a strike price, just one of them goes to it. It doesn't need to surpass it. Then it's going to be oscillating around 50.
Yeah, 50.
So you doubled your investment.
Exactly. Pretty amazing, no doubt. Apple still can't catch a bid. Apple's down 525. The bond market, the bonds. The more I just keep looking at this, and we haven't. There's not heavy proof yet that bonds have topped. Where I'm going with the bonds is that if I give you a continuous contract, it goes back about 6 months actually, US1, and what has happened is that we came off the highs. Okay. What had happened is that it was April. April was the first time that, in years, let's put it in 4 or 5 years, that we actually made a high and then came off a high with volume. And that's when we went from 163 to 160. I said, ooh, that's pretty interesting. Then you did a deep retracement. You came back up again, and on August, we also come off with highs. So, we'll see. If we come off with highs again, it's going to be like, hey, man, this might be it. Yeah. And when I say this might be it, the thing that's amazing is that this bond market started in 1981.
Yes.
1981. I mean, it's the largest bull market I've ever seen in my life. Well, it would make sense because it's
quite a rate.
It's 35 years old.
It's quite a rate environment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's insane, man. It's just unbelievable, actually.
Yeah.
The
see what's going on with that market.
Look at it. It's doing it. Yep. And the more what you do have here, there's like 32.50 is game here because
I mean,
that's right. That's the high up there. And it won't take much to get this thing going. I think I was actually mentioning in the afternoon program yesterday, Tom, when I was talking with Andy. So the last couple of days I've been trading oil. And then yesterday I'm on the way into work, and I hear an analyst say that in his lifetime he's never going to see oil above $44, right? Now, to picture this, we're in a business that, we're always wrong, okay? That's just how it goes. But that isn't what got me about what he was saying. What happened is that this guy's been in the business long enough, I'm saying to myself, that is the most whacked out thing I ever heard in my life. Because anyone that's in the business knows that you never can put a number on anything like that. And it was so cool. I says, "Oh man, oil's going." No, isn't it funny?
Yeah.
But it just because it got when it gets that far lopsided too. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like, oh really?
Yes.
Yeah. It's like $44 is nothing.
It is. It's nothing.
$44. Oh my God. Pretty amazing.
Yeah, we were just there 3-4 months ago. So to say never again where we were just 90 days ago, that's
right.
Not realistic.
And what you had on that move up there, I think it was a 10-day move, Like we come off the bottom, and like 10 days later, you're up like 35%.
Yes, sure, right, big time, yeah.
It was like, when it goes, man, bang, it goes. You can imagine, I was reading too, so this gets intriguing, folks, is that as of 2 weeks ago, I read this article 2 weeks ago, that everyone, all the big smart money is trying to move into the where all the fracking is, hoping that they're going to get a deal. Well, there's no deals there right now.
Okay.
Because the frackers are not bad enough yet that they're selling cheap. The oil that they're selling in the ground is way over the price of oil that it actually is. It's pretty intriguing, right? Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
So I guess in the aspect of that, this oil would have to stay down a lot longer for that crack to come.
Yes.
Now, we were looking for the housing numbers. We got the housing numbers, big housing numbers out here. And let's pull these babies up. There we go. So, purchase a new home surge in December, highest level in 10 months.
Excuse me.
Sales jumped 10.8%, since the most since August 2014. 544,000 on an annual basis. Yep. I mean, rates are low. If we look at the 10-year still at 2%.
It is.
You want to get a house, folks? Want to remortgage? Do it, man. This is time. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Tom O'Brien. I do appreciate you growling and prowling with us. And yeah, Jay, I moved that oil out too. And the reason being is that if we take a look at this chart, you know, when you go to the left-hand side of the chart, you go at 1,600 hours coming over there. You're up into ice. You get, you know.
Yeah, you're at the same level.
Exactly.
And you're up a decent amount, and you timed it really well in terms of you sold out at 31.46.
Right.
And you can see that right now it's at 31.26. So that's 20 cents a contract. That's $20 a contract. That's $40. That would have been almost 20% of your profit in a heartbeat.
Right. And then what happens in this product, folks, which is pretty cool, is that because it's a limited time product, you know, it comes in the money. Grab it. Because and when you have a break like this, it can come right back to the breakout, and you might be able to do it again.
Yes,
I know that sounds sick, okay?
Because,
but the bottom line is that there's nothing for that to come right back to $38.80 again and do it over
and
again.
It just went from $30.60 to $31.60, so it just went up $1. I mean, the odds that it's going to go up another $1 that quick, that's a little tough. The odds that it can pull back 20, 30, 40 cents before it goes up again,
and you get to do it again.
That's real, for sure.
And I'm not going short oil right here. Because yesterday, it was so funny. I had traded a couple times, and you know, I got it up, and I said, okay, I'm going to hit. And I said, no. I'm not going to go short because I think it's capable right now, folks, of going up at $2 or $3.
Sure.
That's where the surprise is going to be.
Yes.
And I just waited, and guess what? It came all the way back down and did it again.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Now, you stay right there, folks, because we got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up next. And then, of course, swim lessons. Now, swim lessons are going to be huge out here today because they got Apple.
Yes.
They
got Facebook.
They get Facebook coming up.
They get the Fed.
They get the Fed. Oh, my God. This is going to be
I'll be watching and doing for
That's
sure.
going to be a fun day, man. And, of course, right after that, we got our man Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. And, you know, when we talk currencies, folks, which all these companies are talking currencies right now, I'm doing a workshop on February 2nd, how currencies impact gold companies. For my subscribers to the Gold Report, you can be a subscriber. You can test drive it right now. 30 days, absolutely free. Come over to our website. Take a test drive. Under breaking news, that white paper I wrote is right there.
How currency exchange rates impact gold companies.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, in fact, let me just I gotta go see where Harmony's at, because this is pretty sick, Tom. I looked at Harmony again, right, and it looks like it did an ABC structure in South Africa yesterday. It took the B point out. And look, it keeps going. And there's the volume. Oh, man. See, okay, so this is cool in South Africa. So we did 4.7 million shares.
Yes.
And this is an ABC up.
Could you look at the Rand real quick, too, just before I wrap it up?
So Rand is still
not even off.
No, it's not moving.
Yeah.
You know, but that. So now the correlation, folks. This is cool about the gold equities when they trade in different countries, and a lot of them do. So you look at the correlation, how they traded there, and it's the same stock. So it's like your probability goes higher that guess what? If it's an ABC in South Africa, even though that this thing has already gone to the moon, it's, guess what? It's going to be an ABC here too.
Yes.
You know, so pretty amazing. Just and GFI moved yesterday too. It took now GFI doesn't have as much exposure to South Africa because they sold those mines off, but it got the pop. You know, so I suspect that this is a longer period of time now that money's just piling up.
Yes.
You know,
yeah.
That's where this thing seems to be.
I mean, I
up.
think that it probably matters if it stays at that level. That's what's beginning to get factored in. Where you can't factor that in when it spikes someday, but if the rand stays at that level.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
South Africa, here we come.
Yeah.
A photo safari.
You'll be talking Chris Gaffney, right?
Oh, Chris Gaffney,
President of Everbank World Markets. Tonight, you'll be talking the Fed. You guys can talk about those currency accounts for South Africa, for the rand.
This afternoon, folks. You stay right there. Basil Chapman's coming up next.
Thanks man.
Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.